So as everybody else is coming, guests coming in, I already got my eye up here on the top right. So I'll be clicking them in as they come. So don't no worries about it. What's up, Big J? Brother Gilmore is in the house. All right, all right. So we are ready to rock. Miss Carlita's coming in too. So that, yeah, I know everybody's starting to come in. So it's 9:34. It's gonna go. We're gonna cover all these angles tonight on this overview. So get your notes ready if you got notes. Miss Carlita, what's going on, Miss Carlita? I see you got a lot going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute you all out. I'm seeing leg. I'm seeing lamp. Well, we're going to have some fun tonight. For those who haven't met me personally, my name is Derrick Ray. I'm here in Augusta, GA. And a little bit about me. Served in the military for 30 years. Retired at one of the highest enlisted ranks of Sergeant Major. Then after that, I decided to retire. I didn't get retired. I decided to retire from the military. And guess what? I didn't want to work, but as the normal rhythm as we was already trained on, because in the army everybody kind of talks about once you get in the army, once you retire, go get you a government job and everything will be okay. You just keep rocking with it. But in my mind was I'm gonna try it, but not knowing that when I go into another job, that means I gotta take orders from someone else. I gotta share leave. I gotta basically set in for somebody because somebody gonna play that okey doke. Say, hey man, I'm sick today, and it's going into the 4th of July weekend. You gotta cover down on stuff. It's just like I just couldn't take it no more. So luckily, I already met a group of people that I've been working with back in the day with that called Extradition Movement. With Brian Bean as the creator of the Mentor of Millions, introduced this to a lot of people at that time. And my main man upline, which was Charles Ivory, was introduced to it first, and he introduced it to me. And so when he introduced it to me into the business of home-based business and marketing, it was a whole lot easier to make money from home while we still going to get a job every day. Because my man Charles Ivory is also retired military, so that's kind of how we got a connection already. He said, "Hey, we in the same mindset. I don't feel like working for no one else because you just can't have that lifestyle as you wanted. Because people who was working on those jobs was just as impressed as if they were still in the army, so they wasn't having no fun." So here we are today. We're getting everybody together. I see everybody still coming in. Hey, Miss Vicky. Hey, y'all. Tell your guests as they're coming on. Go ahead and put a 3 in the chat. If you're a guest, just put a 3 in the chat to say 3. So I know we got some guests in the house. I'll go ahead and start off and throw a 3 in there. But I know we got a few coming in. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna share get my screen going. I may ask for some testimonies later. If y'all got some testimonies anyone wants to share, then be ready to throw it in the chat so I know to call up on you. So ready? Let's rock it because we're gonna get right into it. We ain't got all night long. All right, so welcome to the financial makeover here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna still break this down tonight. We're gonna basically got a new thing. We excited. We're getting ready for the 3.0 series we got going on with Extradition Movement. We starting now. We getting ready for 2022 now. We ain't waiting for January like everybody else is. We gonna get this bad boy going quickly because people who have been used to that regular scale is they do the same thing every year. They start spending a lot of money during Thanksgiving and going into the end of the year, and then the new year comes, they start to do what? Saying, I wish I did this, I'm gonna start doing this, I'm gonna start doing that. Nope, that ain't what we do. In this business here, we already starting now. And let me hear you tell you what I'm talking about. If you're ready to take some notes, just go ahead and take some notes and get your pen and paper ready because we're gonna talk about the 4 roadblocks. These are the big 4 roadblocks that everyone's been having a lot of trouble with. When I say everyone, that's everyone in the United States. These are the main roadblocks that's going to keep you from getting wealthy. I can talk about this 20 years ago and it's still going to be the same information because these has always been the roadblocks in this country that stops you from getting wealthy. Taxes is the number one expense. Then you got debt. Then you got big business. Then you have inflation. Now, when it comes to taxes, we already know it's your number one expense. Because when you get paid on the W-2, if you got a W-2 job, you know what I'm saying, you employee, when you get paid, you get paid last because the government got their hand all in your pockets already before you get your money. So they're taking out all the taxes out first and then you get what's left over. But guess what? Taxes and debt works together like brother and sister. And I'm gonna let you know they together right there, because when the government's taking all them taxes and you got what's left, you know it's not gonna be the end result of that paycheck that's gonna get you through the rest of that month. So that's why some people are going from paycheck to paycheck, like the 1st and the 15th, because a lot of folks I know, hey, they got to pay their rent, pay their mortgage on the 1st, and they say, hey, I can't do nothing else until I get paid on the 15th. That is paycheck to paycheck right there. And so what is that they do? They go to the banks and get loans. They go to the banks and get those big expenses that they want to buy, purchase. We're talking about cars. We're talking about student loans. We're talking about just buying stuff for Christmas this year that people are going to do. They're going to get those $4,000, $5,000 loans just to try to, get Christmas going and everything else, and try to spoil the kids that they can't afford to do. And so what are we talking about here? We talking about going into big business, because big business is always catching us. A lot of us is not aware of big business. Because the way big business works is we already had Halloween. Halloween is a $10 billion industry in one weekend. Halloween. Now we going into Thanksgiving, and then Thanksgiving is the biggest one that triggers everything. You got Thanksgiving Day, you got Black Friday, and then you got something on Saturday, then you got Cyber Monday, then you got something on Tuesday. I mean, they create these names all the way through those 4 or 5 days to try to trigger your spending, because you're going to be programmed with that. Because I've seen groups of people say, hey, let's go out and do our shopping because it's Thanksgiving. I'm home with all the parents, with all the family and everything else. And that's what they do. But not knowing all these holidays is already created by businesses just to get your money going, because it goes into Christmas and then New Year's, and then February starts all over again. But guess what? We are in a serious inflation hike. Between inflation this year, and we got hyperinflation that's knocking on the door right next door around the corner. Inflation and hyperinflation is two different things. Because when we was in COVID, we was basically a lot of businesses and restaurants and stores and everything was basically losing money because people wasn't shopping that much. Everybody was shopping online. And then post-COVID, after everybody was starting to slowly come back out, but some people still skeptical, they wasn't hitting the restaurants as they wasn't normally doing. And so if the restaurant numbers was going down, guess what? The prices was going up because they still had to make that money. So if you was one of those big time spenders that just love taking your family out all the time every weekend, where it used to cost about $150, it'll feed about 3 or 4 of y'all. Now it's like almost $350 if all 4 of y'all go out to a decent restaurant. And cause you talking about with the taxes, you talking you want to leave a tip and everything else. That is the part of the hyperinflation that's going on. And we already know gas prices going up, so I ain't even going to discuss that across the country. And everything else is going up right now because everything is in a shortage right now and is being collapsed into time. But guess what? Everybody like us that has a home-based business, we already had a solution for all those roadblocks. And this is what we've been doing all the time, Sade. This is what we've been doing all the time as a home-based business. We got experts that's going to show you how to take advantage of tax advantages. We got experts going to show you how to hire your children. We got experts going to show you how to leave a legacy. We got experts going to show you how to do unlimited income and time freedom. When I say time freedom, I just love time freedom because we're talking about what? We talking about you can still travel, you can still do the things you want to do because you got more time to do that. Because a lot of people don't have time, is basically running around being real broke. Because I don't know what everybody's so busy and broke, at the same time doing, because time is just going so fast. Now with this weekend, clock went back an hour. Let's see how much time you save, over the next 3 or 4 months just for that 1 hour. A lot of people still ain't gonna know that it's taking advantage of you already because they gearing you up for those big set-offs. So home-based business, everybody already got a home or apartment. You already got a social security number, so take advantage of all the 4 roadblocks. But tonight, I'm going to show you in writing on what we got going on here, because everything we need to show you, we're going to prove it to you. 470 plus government deductions when you have a home-based business. The IRS tells taxpayers who got a refund and get a paycheck checkup, they need to do that every year. Why are they saying that? Because it's right there written. We got this basically off the website. After filing tax returns, many people put taxes out of their mind. However, taxpayers who receive a large tax refund this year should think about taxes again into the next year. And what are they saying? People who's getting these refunds at the end of the year, that's what people are looking forward to all the time. I can't wait to get my refund. I can't get the refund. But not knowing the government been taking those taxes out throughout the year. They've been taking your money. They've been using your money. They've been earning interest off your money. And then when you get your refund, that's income to you. And they're going to tax that again. So I don't know. You got to still put it on this face value of have a home-based business so you can basically enjoy all your money throughout the year and get taxed last. Now, where some of this information be coming from, you already know is at the irs.gov website, so go check it out yourself. But check it out here. Who is this gentleman right here? This is Brian Bean. He's the mentor of millions. He the one has shared the information not only to me, but everybody of all the members of Extra Digital Movement on this team right here, right now. He ain't steered me wrong since 2015 when I first met him. Ain't steered me wrong, right? All we got to do is he has a simple playbook we call a blueprint that he has created to basically help you understand this smaller stuff. I mean, big stuff in a smaller way. He was basically a graduate out of Morehouse down in Atlanta. He was a former employee. He retired at the age of 22 as an entrepreneur. So the past 24 years, he's earned $1 million and then lost $1 million and then he gained it back again. That's the person I want to learn from because he's going to show you how to not lose any more money like he did. And why he lost it back in the day, that's because he was young and didn't know anything about how taxes work. So now he's not a tax expert, but we do know enough to basically go and ask the advice of a tax expert. Now, Brian Bean has basically done a lot of stuff over the past years. Like I say, he's the owner now, Mentor of Millions. He is basically a client of Aflac and all the good stuff. He is a trainer for all of these big companies he used to basically speak at. And so don't get it wrong. He basically did a lot of government contracts and everything else where he motivated and educated people to bring their companies up to a level to where they couldn't basically do it on their own. I'm telling you, this is Brian Bean right here. I say he's a good friend. Like I said, he's a great father. And that's his son right there who just turned 18, who is about to join the business. Just like my son who's on here right now, who joined the business. Man, when did you join, man? But there ain't been so long. I think about 3 or 4 years ago, he was already in it. So he's been in since I think we started talking about money a long time ago. So he's in the business too, just like my man Brian Bean, his son right there. This is something you want to pass down to your children. Because why? You already got food. We already got the internet. You already got lights. You already got travel. This is some of the other things about advantages of having a home-based business you want to take an advantage of. Because in this business right here, we have the experts that's going to show you the 6-figure playbook. We're going to show you how to lower your taxes. We got experts going to show you how to lower your debt and lower your expenses, and your stress is going to go down just as well at the same time, because while the experts is helping you lower all these things right here, at the same time your credit scores and income and cash flow is going to be going up at the same time. That's our 6-figure playbook. It all works at the same time. Now, I ain't gonna get down into the weeds as in how it works, because you got to psychologically know, if I got someone helping me lower my taxes, I'm saving money. If I got somebody helping me lower my debt, I'm putting more money back in my account. If I got somebody helping me on my expenses, that means I got more money coming back. So I don't have no stress when we talking about money, because across the country, money, finances is like the #1 stresses in any family household. If everybody had some good money going around, which means they can make all their bills, they can pay everything, they can do some shopping, it will be no stress going on. Money, stress, think about it. So check it out. This is also we got. When you join this business, Extra Digital Movement has a training system, because sometimes you're going to get invited to this business by someone else who's just as new as you. And so you don't have to rely on the person that got you in this. They can just, hey, they were just a messenger. I was just showing something to you just to, just in case that I don't know, we can grow together. But we have a system that you can plug into, and you're not going to be in this alone. So you don't have to rely on the person above or the person that introduced it to you. Here's how it works. When you get some information about someone who's new, you might get 50% of the information, and then by the time it's passed on to the next person, it's 25%. Then passed to the other person, it's gonna be 12%. And by the time it gets to you, you gonna get no information at all, or it's gonna be so screwed up, it's gonna have you like, what did I just get my hand into? type deal. Also, this is how we still continue on how to save, make, and grow. Now, think about it for a second. For $79.97 a month, you got to ask yourself, is this worth it just for the services alone? We're going to have experts, and I'm going to show you how to break down how they lower your taxes. I'm going to show you how they break down destroy your debt. I'm going to show you how they break down to shred your bills. I'm also going to show you how they do your credit score and grow your assets and increase your income. Those 6 right there is pretty much worth it all. Like I say, if you don't think it's worth it right now, hey, where my team at? Go ahead and put it in the chat right there. Give me some 4s if you think $79.97 is worth just for the services alone. All right, I got Mr. Jason. I got Sade in the house. Got some 4s going. All right, I got Derrick the second in the house. Sheila got. All right, we got some good people showing that it is still worth the wait on this party too. So we're gonna keep this bad boy going. So here's what you need to do. When the experts of your membership, only thing you need to do is load up your documents. We got the text reduction strategies where they're gonna basically break it down. On that part. We got some tax reduction strategies where the experts going to help you and show you how to lower your taxes. And then we got experts going to show you how to lower your debt. And then also the next one here, we got experts who are going to show you how to break down your credit restoration. And all you got to do is load up your credit reports. That's basically all you got to do. They don't show you nothing. Just load up your credit reports. If you can load up a photo or anything of you eating food, anything like that on social media, you can do this here with these strategies too as experts. So once you get in it, all you got to do is just load up your credit reports and they will take care of the rest. Also, we have bill negotiators. Only thing you need to do is load up your bills with the bill negotiators. They will help you shred your bills from internet bills, from TV, cable, phone, whatever bills you have that you pay on there monthly, load it up and let them negotiate your bills to a lower price. And this is part of how we let all the experts will show you a different platform to where we'll help so many people to save $10 million a month in tax savings. Our company also is helping people, over 12,000 members, increase their credit by 50 to 150 points. Credit scores, we talking about 50 to 150 points. That is a big difference for some folks who got like 450, 500 credit scores, 600 credit scores, and they increasing for like 50 to 150 points. Now, for me, myself, when I first started into the business, I let them go ahead and do my credit as well. I went from 740 to 750. Then over a period of 8 months, I am now at 834, just with the experts doing what they have to do with my credit. Now, I don't know what they do or how they do it. I just know I got a professional team that helps me just increase my credit scores to make sure everything is okay. So we also help members generate over 10.2 million in investment income. This is what the company has done so far over a period of only like 4 years. Now, with Extra Digit Movement, where I'm with, we only been with the company 2 years. And just with that, here's an example of how Jimmy right here basically got his bill shredder basically reduced $600. He got $600 coming in for the year with his AT&T bill. Here's another example. We got Charlotte Hudson right here when we're talking about her debt-free date. I'm using the strategies of getting her debt down. Her new debt-free date is October 2022. At the same time, the system will spit out you a millionaire date, and she got it right there in September 2030. But I got to tell you some more good stuff right here, because here's Mr. Charles Ivory, Miss Charles and Judith Ivory right here. MWR's financial highest ranking paid couple. I'm telling you. If you didn't hear what I said earlier, this is Mr. Charles Ivory who introduced me into the business on that part too. So also he's one of my mentors as well. That's basically always been guiding me and training on how we do this in the system as well too. His credit scores together went from 805 to 815. They are the owners of 2 private reserve accounts and land banking parcels. They both earn $400 daily guarantee per month and $12,000 per month as well as their minimum. They both have lifestyle bonuses and presidential bonus at 3,500 and 3,000. Now check it out. If you see in that picture right there where that star is, Charles just purchased a few months ago and got it paid off with this land right there. He's basically showing you the lot he paid for by using this business. This asset right here generated enough money for him and his wife to pay off that land. So where that star is, he's going to start developing a plan, and he's going to basically build a house right there. If you don't see that lake you're going to have in the backyard right there, I'm telling you, later on down the road, those trees probably going to be cleared out, or he may clear out just a few of them and put a big old house in the middle where he's just surrounded by his trees. I don't know how it is, but I know it's good. I can't wait to see how it comes out. So congratulations to Mr. Charles and Judith Irie. I mean, praises going to them. Give them some round of applause. We're going to keep it going because I already know it's going on 10 o'clock at night, and we are talking about money on a Sunday evening. Now, what I'm talking about, Derek, what is all this costing? We already talked about all the experts. We already talked about all the good stuff that you can do with this company, and I've been doing it as well. This is where we show you how to save, make, and grow your money. For $228 one time, $119 a month. That's your overhead. This is not no brick and mortar type of building type business. This is your home-based business where $228 gets you started. And then 30 days later, $119 per month is your overhead. And all that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is tax deductible. Just think about it for a minute. That's tax deductible. So you're going into as an entrepreneur. Now, don't be a person where, hey, I'm just a consumer. That's going to be another bill. Now, everything I just talked to you about so far, is it worth $228 one time and $119 a month? Because I didn't even got to the part to where we can show you how your business can be self-funded. So think about it. We ain't even got that far, but what I've told you so far is worth $228 one time and $119 a month. Because of services just by itself, that's part of the breakdown. That's $79.97. So if you want to know what that $119 is, that's $79.97 and the $40 for your website. That's it right there. Easy. That's a good trade-off when you put in that much money, which is only 3 figures, and now someone like me is already making 4 figures monthly residual. That's a good little trade-off. So let me tell you what I'm talking about on your daily guarantee. This is where we're talking about some of the money right here. Some of the money on how we make it. This is like 12. We got like 10, 12 ways that we get paid. One of the ways is your daily guarantee. At a minimum, you can earn $150 a month up to $30,000 per month. If you see highlighted in the blue, that's the basic target when everybody who joins the business will be going to shoot you for. We're going to shoot you for your $600 a month, which is $20 a day. And then if you follow the blueprint and work with the team, just follow the simple blueprint. Now you're going to be up to talking about $200 a day to $6,000 a month minimum. That's why we got it highlighted right there, your monthly minimum. So, but we're going to have you focusing on the maximum, what you can make out of this money. Because we just sat there and told you, $150 minimum to $130,000 to $30,000 per month. And so, why am I telling you all this? Because this is what we get. This is what we do every day. So every day at 5 o'clock on the East Coast time, this is what you'll see. This is kind of like an example here of what you'll see on your cell phone. So every day at 5 o'clock, I get a little ding to my phone. It's basically every day from Monday through Sunday. Even today, yes, I got paid today at 5 o'clock. Everybody else who's the members on the team who's already hit some of their different levels have got paid every day at 5 o'clock. Now, it hits differently, I think, in the Central Time Zone, because I may hit you about 4 o'clock. But $20 a day, up to $200 a day, up to $500 a day, this is like a good example on what it will look like. But that's not all. Momentum bonuses. Don't you know in your first 90 days, you can earn at least up to $1,500 in momentum bonuses alone? $150, $450, $900. All you got to do in your first 30 days is get 3 people. Once you get enrolled, 33 people in the first 30 days at the minimum. You ain't going to have to go all 30 days because we got a plan that's going to get you done within 10 days. But get your 3 people in the first 30 days, you're going to earn $150 momentum bonus for that month. But let me hit you a little secret. Every person that you enroll, you get $50 commission per person. So 50, 50, 50. That's $150 that you earn just as them enrolling. Then on top of that, 30 days, at the end of the 30 days, you'll get another $150 momentum bonus right there. And then in the next 60 days, you help those three QFDs that already enrolled, you help them get their three in 60 days. Then now we getting up to the $450 bonus. And then who enrolls three in the next 90 days after that? You help those three to get their three, in 90 days. Then you up to $900 minimum bonus on that month. That's a total $1,500 that you can basically make on top of all the other monies you're gonna be making right off the bat in the first 90 days. So don't get confused with it. Don't let it tie you down, because I'm telling you, follow my lead, you will be happy. You're going to be, say, love me more. You're going to be like, man, this is exciting. I didn't know it was this easy, because we just basically just share the information. And that's all we do in this business is share the information. We don't sell anything. We don't basically go and bug anybody. We look for people who's hungry and looking. All I did was share the information. And then, hey, you got time? You got 30 minutes? You got 45 minutes? Come check out a video. Or you got 45 minutes? Come check out a live overview where you can ask me questions. Then sure, check it out. It's up to you to make that decision. Because so far, how is your decision making been going for you? Now, I'm not saying you've been making bad decisions like me. We'd have made some bad decisions in the back of the day. Because I remember I wanted that 1988 Maxima. I always talk about Big G back at Hood. I loved it. We polished that bad boy up, but did not knowing that I almost paid a little bit more extra on it because interest kicked in on it. So there was still inflation back in the day too. But since we're talking about cars, here's another way we get paid here too, which is a lifestyle bonus. There's 3 tiers in this lifestyle bonus. We got, let's see, they're laughing. We got $500 a month. We got $1,250. We got the $3,000 a month. 3 different levels when you hit it. Now, all that money I was telling you in the beginning of how it hits differently when it start adding up every month. Because all you got to do, share the information, then everybody else going to share the information. People going to enroll. The next thing you know, you going from those $5 a day to $20 a day, $200 a day. Then you're going to have this lifestyle bonus kicking in, which is going to be at $500 a month, and then $1,250, then $3,000. But check it out. We got some people here that enjoying $500 a month right now. Mr. Dana, Mr. Clemens. $500 a month luxury car bonus. It makes a big difference when you basically just share the information. And these folks ain't doing nothing. Most of these folks that you're seeing right here are working part-time. These people are working part-time. Only ones working full-time is probably me right now, just because I just retired last summer. But if those who don't know, on the right there, Mr. Kier Jr. Specs, he is Junior. That is one of our business partners on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. If you get up early and get to hear Steve Harvey Morning Show, who's on there, that is him. He's a good guy. He's basically part of the business because he's basically understood a home-based business because he had to suffer through the COVID too, as well as everybody else was doing. He said during the COVID, he lost a lot of money, like thousands of dollars. But thank God he had his home-based business. It got introduced to him. And guess who he's doing? He's already was making $500 a month, his lifestyle bonus, which he was bringing home some money still where he wasn't losing because he didn't have to be on the road. He didn't have to get on stage because he couldn't. He was trying to do stuff through Zooms, but it just wasn't happening. So he said, Derrick, I'm over here. I'm all in. So thank y'all for inviting me and I'm on the team. Let's rock with it because I'm enjoying it. Now, check it out. $1,250 bonuses. Miss Quanta Sims and Shanti Hill, they enjoying it too. I'm telling you, those smiles just keep coming because all you got to do is follow the blueprint. And then you'll be up here to the $3,000 bonus, just like Miss Christy Howard and Mr. Charles Ivory. Now, a good story on Mr. Charles Ivory. He had this business pay for his truck. He had this business pay for his land. He had this business paying for everything. That's what we do and teach. You get you an asset that's going to create money and then use your asset to go ahead and buy your toys. That's how you do it. That's how the wealthy does it. You just don't go straight out and just, take money out of your pocket. Get your asset, let it build up some good money, and then go ahead and start buying the things that you can afford without trying to go deep in your pockets or try to go get a loan or try to go in your savings account. Now, here's a presidential bonus is what I was talking about here. It's what you was looking at. Minimum $500 a month to $100,000 per month. Now, if you use the services correctly, that whole financial makeover. Just think, when you have your debt at zero, your credit scores are up, you got advantages of where you can get some interest rates at a very low rate because you got that 800 club. You can do some refinancing on your stuff, bring some of that money back in, and then now you got this presidential bonus about to kick in. This is why we save, make, and grow. This is why this business is designed to create 100 millionaires. All you gotta do is follow the blueprint. Now, if you don't follow the blueprint, then yeah, you might be still stuck at 150 a month because you didn't follow the blueprint because you did it your way. But that's okay. We're going to get you back in line and say, come on, we can catch you back up because there is no race, there is no speed because you ain't competing with nobody, just the person that you're looking in the mirror. That's the one you're doing it for. That's the one you're going to keep doing it with. Now, when you get inside, this is just an example of what inside your back office will look like. You see all this over here in the bottom left? That is all the people you will never meet that's enrolled in your team. That's you in the middle. Don't worry about what it says right now. If you can't see it because it's blurry, that's you in the middle. That means you got a lot of people in your organization that you will never meet. That's what's going to help you get you from one level to another because this is how this business is. I got a lot of people in my organization that I haven't met personally yet. So you will get the chance to have the same at the same time. But lastly, we got one more thing to do. We got this MWR passport. This is where we show you how to grow your money. This is the part I think I was talking to some of my friends earlier this morning and to the afternoon. We do have a way on how we grow your money. This is what we're talking about, the investment. All that money you done made right now is what I was talking about from the services. If we can get some of that phantom money, everything is shifted back to you. That's what we call income shifting. So everything is back to you now. You got your debt paid down. You got your credit scores up. Now you got money. Now, before I go any further, I know I got some testimonies out there. So before I go any further, who got some testimonies from me? If you got a testimony from me, go ahead and put a 2. No, correction. Go ahead and put a 5 in the chat. If you got a testimony, you want to come off and talk and just tell me your testimony real quick, and we're going to keep it short to a 30 or 60 second. Go ahead and shoot it off to me. All right, I see Derrick Ray the second got one. Miss Yvonne Blanton got one. Mr. Jason got one. Miss Von D's got one. Derrick, I'm going to start with you, big boy. For those who don't know me, that's my little mini me. That's my son right there, Derrick Ray II. He's basically grooving into the business. Like I say, he's 22 right now. He just got a job just because he was bored. Big boy, what you got to say?
Hey,
what did the experts do for you?
Yeah. About sub 2 years ago, I gave him some of my information. They gave me back a blueprint, which helped me of my earlier students. It was about 3,000 in total. And they gave me steps to help pay that off. Now
Too easy.
Yeah.
Good job. Too easy. That's all what it was. Remember what he was trying to say. I know it's kind of, if his sound was coming in, we on the same internet up in the house here. I'm in one room, he's in the other. He was a student at a college. He had student loans, and what he did was got with the experts. He put all his information into our debt registration strategy. Debt registration? That don't sound right. Our debt strategy. And what he did was he put in his, I think it was around $3,000 in his in his student loans. And each month it spits out a statement. It tells him how much he needs to pay per month. And so he just followed the blueprint. He followed the script, and he paid everything off all the way down to zero because he was doubling up on payments or tripling up on payments at the time while he was in a home-based business. Because he used his money that he was making, he got it to $600 a month, which is basically residual income. So he was taking half of that, paying off his bills. The other half, he was just saving, exploring, or doing what else. No, what else you do with the half that money? You open up a private reserve account. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. You open a private reserve account that we can talk about later with that. He's already paying $300 a month. So he's already on the road to wealth because he's putting away money. I don't have to give him none of my money. So he got his own money. So that's what we love. I say as a parent, you love that because he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be good. All of the kids too gonna be good. My other daughter is also in the business, named Jasmine. She's also got a private reserve account. She has paid off $50,000 in debt, and also paid off her car too. So she's been doing it for a couple of years as well. Ms. Bondies, try to keep it short, about 60 seconds, and tell me, what did the experts do for you?
The experts, I wind up calling up, got help loading my information. If I loaded in the wrong place, you just called up and they were very helpful. Then also I got an expert gave me a financial advisor. So I got an actual personal number to call a financial advisor so I can get help. And it took away my burden of knowing that I'm carrying around a student loan for another 15 years. Now it's letting me know I got a student loan that I could get paid off in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm excited.
Oh wow, congratulations. Boy, that's what I'm talking about. The excitement that you have right now, put a little bit more juice into the excitement, because I was there with you. Well, I understand what you're saying. It just like say you focusing on what you're saying. I know the experts is doing a lot for you, and you just getting started. Like say, ladies and gentlemen, don't know Miss Vaughn. She's just getting started, and I know it sounds like we've been doing this for years, but not. We've been doing it just for a short period of time. Now, Miss Sheila, I'm gonna let you go ahead if you can. I don't know if you come off camera or not, but you can go ahead and tell your testimony, and then I'll end it up with Miss Yvonne this time, because I'm gonna save Jason later on last.
Sorry, I can't come on camera. I got 3 grandbabies here in the background.
That's all right. Go for it.
But what I would like to share is that since I became a member of MWR, what it's done for me is the extra money that I've been able to keep in my pocket. I've actually paid off 2 of my smaller credit cards within this past 90 days that I've been in. So the system does work. Like they say, follow the blueprint, do as you're told, reach out to your customer service or your rep if you need assistance, and they will guide you. It's a win-win situation. I love it.
Now, Sheila, thank you. Let me ask you a question. Are you getting paid $20 a day?
I am getting paid $20 a day, but that is not all I bring in.
Woo! That's $600 a month. That's what I'm talking about. And Sheila's only been in about 2 months. She's only been in 2 months, y'all. So good job. Thank you, Sheila. She's doing it. She's doing it. Look out for her. She's gonna be coming up and coming. As a matter of fact, she's gonna be probably our first ladies of finance too. She might be joining that team as well. Miss Yvonne Planet, what's going on? I want to say baby girl because she's just so young to me. I'm the oldest one on the team here, but that's my baby girl right there. Miss Yvonne, what's going on? Tell me what the experts have done for you.
Well, before MWR, I knew nothing about the private reserve account or having experts right at my fingertips to get everything done. So now I went out and got that private reserve account. I have my car paid off, my credit scores are up, and there's nothing like that 5 o'clock ding where you know you got money coming in. So,
That ding, boy, I'm telling you. It's a great feeling, and she does this part-time as well. And so it's just like I said, when you at a job and then you got extra income coming in because you already know Uncle Sam and the government's taking them in taxes, and then you got that dean coming in at 5 o'clock, you can tell all your co-workers, woo, I just got paid. And everybody gonna start going on computers saying, we ain't get paid today. I said, no, I got paid today because y'all ain't doing what I'm doing. Y'all thinking about 2 more weeks from now. So I used to like saying that too with the co-workers. But thank you all for your testimonies. Great job. We're going to go ahead and wrap up into the last one here, which is going to be how we grow our money. Let me bring my screen back up and share it with you all. And my slides too as well. There we go. And we just finishing now here too. Like I say, we have a lot of testimonies here. These are folks here that's basically doing it. This is the testimonies you already heard. Former bartender, like say, barbershop owner. And we got a retired military right here. She went from 18,000 pay cut. She moved from Louisiana to Texas. She purchased a home through this system called MWR. That's Miss Kimberly Whitfield. She is now currently a district director, and she basically took advantage of the whole financial makeover. And this is why I was talking about what's coming up in the future for the ladies. Like I say, we got a movement going on. It's starting in November, but the first of the year, the first ladies of finance is going to be, we're putting it together, a group with just the ladies on it. They're going to be educating some folks out there. We're going to have them getting on camera showing out. We're going to have them putting it all down on how to save, make, and grow your money as well. And if you know some ladies out there who's not even on the team yet, who's not joined the business yet, pass the word out to her, because we want folks between 18 to 100. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's race, color, nothing like that. But ladies, go ahead and start putting the word out. We're gonna have a big group where we're gonna be putting them all out. And don't forget, we got the Millennium crew coming up too. All these 6 people right here are just gonna be kicking it off. We talking about ages of 22, 23, all the way up to like 38 to maybe you might knock on 40. It's gonna be a younger crew there because we already educating them. And guess what? If they stick to the blueprint, which they are, they gonna be millionaires before they reach 45, 50. Cause they're in the right place at the right time. Just like my son, he's in the right place at the right time. You all are in the right place at the right time, because we already know we can't outlive what? Interest. We can't outwork that money, and we can't outwork that time. So enjoy your time and make money at the same time. But we're gonna pass the ball down to these young folks so they can get that bad boy going. Now there's only 2 people, different people that I'm looking for to come into our organization. You done heard all the testimonies. You done heard about how we make money. You done heard how we save you money. You done heard how we grow money. Now, I didn't get you. Let me see. My time was running, so I kind of skipped a little bit on how we was going to grow some money real quick, though, because I knew we was going to do it. But from my guest that's on here, it's only a couple of them that I think that needed to hear it. Before I go into it, let me go back to it since I'm thinking about it already. Anyway, it goes. Antelope Valley, California. That's all you need to know. Real estate, land banking, becoming your own bank. Becoming your own bank is private reserve account. That's the testimony you heard earlier that my son Derrick has basically opened. That's what you heard about my daughter Jasmine's opening. I got a private reserve account. A private reserve account is tied to a life insurance. So the wealthy knows that. That's why they put all their money into it, because it plays by a different set of rules. Just letting you know. Y'all know about OJ? That's why he's still a millionaire, because all his money was in a private reserve account. So he's going through all those trials, all the jail time. He still came out as a still millionaire because that money couldn't be touched, because it's connected to a life insurance. Think about it. Warren Buffett here. Olympics. Antelope Valley. What am I talking about? Land banking. Put yourself in the path of growth. We have a company here that basically will show you, we already surveyed and wholesale the land in this area, Antelope Valley, California. Because Mr. Warren Buffett, he already done put a whole lot of money. I mean, probably a couple of billion out there, because we're calling this the new Green Valley. You heard of Silicon Valley? This is the new Green Energy Valley. Silicon Valley, green energy. Silicon Valley 1, Silicon Valley 2, green energy is what it's going to be. Those who can get that land now, it's going to dominate, because they already got a train going on out there. They got one of those supersonic type trains out there that's going to run on a different type of energy that's going to connect these cities from southern LA to northern California to probably way out there to the west a little bit, when we're talking about maybe some of Arizona, some of what other place I'm thinking about right now? I lost it. Las Vegas area and all that too. It's going to be connecting the train to a lot of commerce of people going back and forth. And even don't forget, Department of Defense is already surveying out there already too. So, once we got the land and we are in their way, they're going to have to offer us a lot of money basically to get that land back. So I already know, if you're talking about DOD, expert on that. If DOD done bought it, that means they're gonna put a base on it. They're gonna put housing around there. They're gonna have to get not only if they got the PX on post, we know we're gonna have to need a Walmart off post because they gotta have something to compare those prices with. All this stuff is gonna be building up over the next years to come. So this is one of the great things where you can basically get you some land, get your parcel, because this is what I'm talking about. There's your deed right there. Don Wilson and Jasmine Love, they have got their parcels in their hand, their deeds right there in the frame, saying I own a piece of the land already. All I'm gonna do is put it to the side. I'm gonna let all that build up and wait someone to call me, say, hey, how much you want for your land because you are in the way. And don't forget, Olympics is coming out there in 2028 as well. We're going to get that bad boy running. And so this is what I was talking about, how you grow your money, because I don't need to go into any details on how the real estate is and basically how the private reserve account. Once you get into this business, you basically have to make your little phone call, or you can basically shoot an email to the experts of the wealth experts, and they're going to say, go ahead and set you up a consultation with me. You're going to sit down with them for probably about an hour, hour and a half, and they're going to give you a breakdown on how land banking goes, on how the private reserve account goes, and you can even have another part about the real estate portion. You can basically just follow the steps on the real estate portion. You can buy, sell, or flip, what you want to do. But we can talk about that deeper if you want to talk about one-on-one on questions later. I can answer some of those questions for you. So now we are back at the one slide right here, as in two different types of people that we're looking for. Number two, are you a number one? Now, Derek, what is the number two, number one? If you were number two, that means all I want to do is expand my cash flow only for $79.97 a month. That means you only want the services only. You telling Derek you don't want to make no money. So I just want the services. I just want them to show me how to lower my taxes. I just want them to show me how to raise my credit. I just want them to show me how to lower my debt. Think about it. Because if you were number one, that's where you work the money at. That's where if you're number one, $228 one time, $119 a month, you get all those services, and plus you saying, Derek, I am all in. I'm ready to join the team. I'm ready to start getting this thing going on, because Monday morning I got a lot of people I know that wants to make at least $600 a month just starting off in this business. $228 one time, $119 a month. Now, before you start thinking, there's going to be a person over here on the left shoulder. There's going to be a little person on the right. It's going to be talking to you. I'm talking to the new you that's on this overview tonight. Your assumptions are going to start kicking in, what others are going to think. You're going to have some confusions about expenses versus investment. And your indecisions, which is a decision, is going to basically start bumping heads with each other. Your past fears is going to be your future failures. Your prayers have been answered. We right here. That's all I'm saying. We are here. So that is all I got to show you. I'm going to take it off the Zoom. I'm going to see who all we got here, and I'm going to open it up for anyone that's new. You can speak if you want to, if you have a question. If you in a place that you can't ask the question, you can type it into the chats right now. But if you a guest and you new and you think you ready to roll right now, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you're a 1. If you're a 2, put a 2 in the chat. I'll wait. Ain't no hurry, ain't no rush. If you're still thinking about it, it's okay, because you ain't making a decision tonight. You just basically making a direction to travel how you want to do. So if you put a 1 in there, that doesn't mean you committed to go ahead and say, I need to go ahead and pull out my credit card and start it tonight because I still need to do some more time thinking about it. No, it's just meaning that you're starting to open up your mind a little more because you are interested in what you want to do. And so if you're 1, put a 1. If you're a 2, put a 2. If you're still thinking about it, get back with the person who invited you to this webinar, to this live, and say, if you got a few more questions, ask that person a few more questions. Because only 2 questions going to be is, how do I start? They will say, oh, okay, all I'm going to do is send you this link. It's going to have some instructions on there. You basically click on it. It's going to take you to our website, and then you just follow it, and about 3 minutes later, you're going to be in business because it's already set up for you. And then we're going to send you a welcome script to say, welcome to the team. You might hear me if you want to on a phone call, just welcome you to if you want to. Or you might get Mr. Jason Thomas there, or you might get Charles out. You might get anybody that's going to say, hey, welcome to the team, how you doing? Now, I know all on this team right here, we got some military folks who's retired like me. We all on the same team. We're all doing the same wavelength. We got some civilians on here that's in retirement mode, that's been working all their life too as well. You know, I don't want to divide you, say civilian, military, and all that part, but please forgive me. That's just how I see y'all. They was trained to us, say, hey, there was civilians out there. You know, leave them alone. You know, so that's who you are, you precious. But if no one has any more questions, I see a 1 right there. All right, Mr. Wesley Gilmore, I got a 1. Woo! Boy, I started to sweat over here. I'm like, well, it get hot. So give him that good old virtual wave, y'all, because like I say, that's a pre-congratulations. We always say it about it, even though he hasn't committed to it, but it's a good thought as well. And like I say, Mr. Gilmore, if y'all don't know,